Welcome back everyone, and thanks so much for watching. We're going to be getting into part 2 of this 21 Road Glide. Now this is a bike we were just doing for a friend of mine that's also a customer, so it's just maintenance and cleanup, nothing extravagant, no rebuilding, nothing like that. There's obviously nothing to revive because the bike is so new, but where we left off on the bike was changing the plugs. So if you don't know anything about Milwaukee 8 plugs, they are dual plugs per head, so you have to remove the gas tank to get to them. It's not difficult, it's not hard at all. I kind of look at it as an opportunity to get in there and clean the bike up very well. So if you're doing the plugs every 30,000 miles or 2 years, like they say, gives you a good chance to get in there. So we're gonna kind of pick up from there. The bike is no longer in the garage, as you can see. There's 2 Sportsters, which seems to be the common theme around here. But we had to get that back to the customer. And one thing you will see right here is a future bobber project that we're starting on now. So that's going to be a really cool bike. That bike has not ran in at least, I would say, 5 years plus, but it's been chopped up, it's been messed with. So we're going to try to pick that one up where it left off. But let's get into cleaning this Road Glide, and I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks so much for watching. So kind of step one of this bike for cleaning, kind of going on into a weird order here, but we did remove the gas tank because we had to remove the spark plugs. And there is another video on that, but as a lot of you know, on Milwaukee 8s, you have to remove the gas tank because there are 2 plugs per head. But anyway, we got cleaned up underneath it pretty good. You don't have to clean the backbone. I just do that for OCD reasons, but it really lets you kind of get to these rocker boxes at the top. And while we were there, clean them up. Let's go see over on this side. You can see the same thing. It really allowed us to get to them. I'm digging these black rocker boxes, I will say that. But just that part was cleaned. It's going to get wet again, It's going to get watered down, of course, once we wash it, but we got to put the gas tank back on. But that's just kind of a step one. But overall, this bike is in great shape. It's going to clean up nicely. We're actually going to wash it with the bags on it and all that so we can clean them, and then we're going to remove at least the bags to get in there really good. We're going to get the bike back on the jack so we can get to the motor much better, and also get to the wheels and all that. So it is going to be a deep cleaning, but we will get right to it here in just a second. Got some quick B-roll footage here of the bike before we actually washed it. We did not get the washing part on camera because we were in a hurry, but you can see underneath it how it was before, just your standard road grime. Same here on the side of the motor, nothing substantial at all. There's just not that many years on the bike for it to be too horrible, mostly just surface stuff. We'll see the paint here in just a second. You can see right here where it just has been rained on. It's been out. Yes, this thing gets ridden in the rain a lot. We cleaned that up. And then for the wheels themselves, they were in really bad shape. They didn't look like it from a distance, but we did manage to clean them down. But let's get right back to the action and get this bike finished up. So we got this bike washed already with actual soap and water, yes, and we blew it off and all that good stuff. Just to kind of show, though, removed the bags, removed the side cover. You can see where we're polishing up the swing arm, the frame. Is it necessary? Nope, but it sure does look good to have all that done. Even the shock. Got to get to the wheel. The wheel's definitely going to get to when we get it on the lift. But these are just a few things I like to do before I put it back on the lift, because I got to get to the bottom of the frame. But if you look down here on the bottom, you can see where, yes, it's been cleaned off. Lighting is not perfect, but you can see this bike's only got 30,000 miles on it, so it's not horrible, but it's also relatively new, so everything is in great shape. But this is just kind of the process of how we do it. Just trying to clean, polish everything that you possibly can. Here's the underside with a little bit of light. You're not going to get everything, but you can make it look pretty darn good. So we're going to get this thing on the lift. Once we get it on we're going to get this on the jack. I wish I had a lift. And once we get it on the jack, I will be able to get to everything else. And this thing is going to look really, really good when we're all done. Okay, so we've been doing some work on this bike already with the polishing and cleaning. So we'll kind of get down here and show you. We just basically started on, so we just went around scrubbing everything we can, getting any grease, getting any grime, brake dust, everything else, because just washing alone doesn't always get everything. You can see here we did remove the bags. Of course, we removed the little side covers. No, you don't need to clean all that stuff. I personally just like cleaning it because it's good to know that it's all been maintained. You can see here in the back, if I can zoom back a little bit, a lot of black components, which when polished up, cleans up very well, looks very well. Of course, it's a kind of a chore, but that's fine. So we got the wheel, as much of the wheel that we could get on the bottom. And again, this is a 2021 Road Glide, so not sure if that makes a difference for anyone, but we can do the same thing with any bike. You can see this motor is cleaned up. And we do use, one thing I do like to use is the S100 engine brightener. The stuff that Harley sells, you can also get it on Amazon. So this is the stuff right here that I do like to use. This is S100, as I just mentioned. You can get this stuff just about anywhere. They do sell it at the dealer. It is one of the few gimmicky type things I like, but a little bit of a tip here. Spray your motor first, transmission, inner primary mount, inner primary plate, I should say, excuse me. I think they call them inner primary cover, but you know what I mean. Get all that stuff first that you want to use it on, then go back and polish everything. Frame, outer primary cover, pipes on the other side, rocker boxes, paint, just because of overspray. Because you're going to get overspray and you don't want that greasy look on that stuff, which just looks cheap in my opinion. And then up here, you can see we got this all polished up on this side, as well as this wheel. This front wheel polished up very nice. It was a lot of scrubbing. But boy, polished up good. And I think these were about 30,000 miles of not really much polishing. So they took a little bit of work up here on the top. This area always polishes up good. Just doesn't get much road grime on it, of course, because it's up here on the dash, but that did very well. A lot of black, a lot of black parts to polish, but it's coming along. There's the front end here. Most of that's hard to see how good it looks in this light. We got this side as well. Have not cleaned as much over here just yet, but you can kind of see where we did pull the breather cover off and clean that. Haven't gotten to any of these black parts on the motor, transmission side cover, cam chest cover, rocker boxes, etc. And these are brushed stainless pipes. The one way to actually clean these up and bring them back is to use a kind of like a scouring pad, Scotch pad, and some cleaner. I am not going to do that. These are not my pipes. I'm going to mention that to the owner, but we are going to just kind of clean them as lightly as possible. When you do that, if you do the Scotch-Brite, I don't know if I can show it. Yeah, it might show up on the video. You can see how these are, there's like a direction, like a grain. Clean it with the grain when you clean it. Don't go off because you'll make a bad looking spot. So, but these are cool pipes, very expensive too. That's why I want to be very careful with them. Over here, we started this part of the cleaning as well. Still need to polish up this side of the rear wheel, but we do have it cleaned. So we'll end up getting an update on this when we're done. Yes, we will get those side covers as well as the bags on the bike and clean them on there. And this thing is going to look nice. It's going to look nice and sharp, and that's what we're going for. There's a lot of black on this bike, but it gets used a lot. And it's just really cool. It's cool to see a bike get used that much and then be able to get cleaned up like this. So we will get back to it and give you guys some updates when we get a little further along, just to show you what we're able to clean up and do here. Okay, so we are done with this bike. It has come along very great. I will tell you that I would much rather clean a lot of chrome than all the black. That's one thing I have learned, but man, that looks really good. I really dig this bike the way it is. And this isn't even my style, folks. This is very new and very high end, but not a bad little bike. You can see we got the bags on it, everything done. Kind of go show you, see if you can see through here. That wheel was clean, and boy, I tell you what, those factory wheels, those things are tough to get clean after 30,000 miles of brake dust. This front one came along nicely on both sides. That was a lot of cleaning, but came out good. Came out good. Very impressed, very pleased. Pretty much every surface has been polished. To include up here on the dash, we actually ended up with a check engine light on this bike, which, not gonna lie, freaked me out a little bit, but we got it resolved. I actually made a short about that. It was a tire pressure. So I guess Harley's, number one, their tire pressure shows up as a check engine light, and then number two, you can actually reset the check engine lights holding the trip meter up here on the top while you turn the bike on. I've got a short on the channel you can go look at. It's pretty neat. But anyway, back to the bike here. Going around, you can see everything has been cleaned. It is ready to hit the road. One thing I did want to do, this right here, is this. I don't know if Harley makes an aftermarket or people can. This cheap, junky plastic that's down here on this cooler. I tried to remove that. Was going to do some cleaner on it. I couldn't without the risk of breaking the tab, so I left it. But that's kind of annoying to me. But just my opinion. Everything is pretty much cleaned up. And I think the owner is going to be very satisfied with this. So we got fluids changed. We got all 4 spark plugs changed. So if you're not aware of that, go check out the video. It takes these Milwaukee 8s take 4 plugs. So you got to remove the gas tank. And we got everything nice and cleaned up from the frame up. So he will come pick this bike up, and I think he will be rather impressed. And yes, we still have the seat off. Just wanted to show everybody some of the details that we get into on these bikes. We take everything off that we can, try to clean it as close to factory as possible. Or when it was new, I should say. A little close up of the engine here just to kind of show. Hard to show, but we've got everything pretty clean. Like there might be, no, that's part of the, I thought that was a rock up in there, and it is not. Everything's clean to including back here on top of the starter. Might be a few spots here and there, but that's just dust. But you can just see how cleaned up it got. It was pretty grimy on the pipe side, which a lot of people would consider the best, or the Craigslist or the marketplace side. See up in there, it's pretty clean. Wasn't able to get to everything down in there, but I would say that's close enough. Could get to it, we just have to remove a lot more. I'm not going to that level on this one. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This bike obviously wasn't a revival or anything like that. It was just kind of showing what we can get done for this customer. Just basic fluid changes, spark plug changes, and just cleaning the bike up overall. It's going to be in good shape and it's ready to go. But I thank you so much again for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can, and we'll talk with you guys next time.